Gino really pulled together a wild round yesterday, shot 68, and then how about her start today? She was 6 under through her first 6 holes. And up near the leaderboard, up near the top, she's tied for 5th at the moment. Gabby Lopez did not have a season that she was expecting last year, missed the CME Group Tour Championship for the first time. Second-year player from Korea, So-Mi Lee, easily kept her card last year, put herself in contention a couple of times. How about this one at 15?
Tee up today.
Gino would make birdie, shot 64, and then Nelly, her eagle, off the stick. So the defending champion and Gino both at 11 under, and they got to the par 5 7th and had 3rd shots from around the green. This was Gino.
So much fun to watch these two, especially paired together.
It's hard to narrow down the highlights for Lilia, but let's show you a few of them in that round of 64. This was at the 4th, which is a really tough hole.
You gotta do a lot of them.
I think so. I don't like my chances of either, actually. 3rd shot at the par 5 7th for Charlie.
Yeah, she's just so refreshing. As warm as it did yesterday, so the greens and the golf course in general have not baked out the same way that we saw yesterday afternoon.
Lauren Coughlin needs to warm up, and that will help after a shaky start. A birdie at 16 among the closest competitors. Here's Lily at 9.
Yeah, and really a judgment and distance on this one. Narrow part of the green.
Really quick in the transition right there. She's going to get away with it. How about this?
She may want to look. Turned away in disgust.
Probably feel like getting away with something here. Good little confidence booster.
It's the first event for Lilia Vu in the U.S. this year. Made it look easy. 31 for her, and she's within 1. Ayaka Budaway at the 11th.
Location all the way on the right side of the green today. There's a little bit of a slope just to the right of that whole location. Run the tables pretty much here on out.
Beautiful look at the 11th and Lydia Ko.
Trying to dial in a lob wedge as best she can.
Nobody does it better, okay, than Lydia.
Over to the 18th and the 2nd for Se-Young Kim.
Just a little wedge in here to this front hole location. Want to stay right, just like that.
An awkwardly close shot with wind helping.
Tough to generate as much spin when you're that close to the green. Look at how short she landed that. Very confident player, Paige.
Absolutely.
It's reflected in her putting stroke. It just has that pace, that confident pace. Very rarely do you see her ever hit a tentative putt.
72 yards front, but it's got to carry at least 75. 87 total.
She had a more full swing there.
To work with, hitting up to a slightly elevated green.
Ayaka Budaway at the 13th.
This hole playing quite a bit longer today into the wind. A little bit of a stretch here. This,
Even though we're this close, it's still a difficult shot with these ripples. That a more driving wedge shot, but did not get the spin.
I think maybe a slight overcorrection there after watching Amy's ball come backward. Fantastic round of golf she is putting together so far.
What a day from Charlie Hull yesterday. Shot a career low 63. A couple under today, and here is her 2nd at the 13th.
An 8-iron here. We've seen some players come into this hole with long irons, even hybrids.
And here is a player to watch. Rookie from Japan, Akie Iwai here with her twin sister Chisato. She's already made some LPGA history. Took her 2 starts. She shot 62 and 61 in the same event.
Definitely scoreable out there this afternoon, a little bit more so than it was yesterday afternoon. You can see that cloud cover has kept the moisture in the greens, cooler temperatures.
And in the bunker here, Paige.
Very straightforward. This is an 80% up and down for somebody of Lilia's caliber.
At the 14th for Charlie Hull.
Yeah, after a nicely placed 3-wood, that's a punch 7-iron. And it is not leaving the flagstick.
Nice shot.
Where the DJ is positioned behind the green, you can hear their work. This is Ayaka Budaway with her second.
Holes in the front of the green today. Tough to get it close. Everything sloping away. She was able to generate a lot of spin on that one.
Deceptively slow from here.
Right.
All right, here is Haydon Yu at the 14th.
Lofted up a little better. Little more green to work with as well.
And she had much better tempo and rhythm to that chip than she did the one on 12.
And Ayaka Budaway. Not one of the longest hitters in the game. She does everything else pretty darn well. Doesn't seem to like that one.
And a ball above her feet there. She's going to get a bit of a nice kick there from the front of that green, or just short of that green. Kicks to the right. She's going to be pleased with the result.
Gonna have to generate some spin.
Everything's sloping away. Good full swing. Helped to generate some spin, but still, even landing that in that fringe.
Opening up her lob wedge a bit. Trying to get a little loft on this and landed about a 3rd way there. Ooh. Yeah, she landed that way too far. This putt just outside of 20 feet to vault her from 6 under to 8 under. Pretty level. How about those 3 shots?
This hour of Top Tracer technology presented by Progressive Insurance.
Not much trouble up there short of this green, so trying to get it up as close as possible. Got a nice bounce. Thought it might creep up there for a second.
Ayaka Budaway. Soft-spoken, lets her clubs do the talking, and they're loud. Second shot at the 18th.
Kept the face fairly wide open there, trying to generate.
At the 15th, Korea's Mi-hyung Lee.
Kind of chipped that one there.
Oh, that close. Third shot, par 5, 17th for Lilia Vu.
Slopes away once it hits the green. That was a misjudgment all around in strike as well as where to land it.
Just a little flip of the wrist from 70 yards.
She's won 6 times on that tour, 3 last year. Look for big things from her. The Aussie, Steph Kiriakou at the 15th.
Oh, great shot. Thank you.
I mean,
She's always said she doesn't like wide open golf courses, kind of like how she said this one doesn't suit her eye. She likes to play a more narrow style golf course, but it's working out pretty well this week.
what a day for Lilia Vu, her second at 18.
Almost every other one has found the center of the hole today. Paige, one more. Quite surprised to see her leave that one short there, but What a spectacular round of golf from Lilia Vu.